Hello there, and welcome to the digest. And my name is Coach Gilbert. So our conversation today is about something that is very close to my heart, and it's one of the things that I speak about currently. One of the things that I write about. In fact, there is already a working paper towards this subject, and this is just a way of just sharing with you, just in brief, what it entails and how you can be able to inculcate it as part of your life, as a leadership practice in your organization, and see the changes and transformation that the organization or your team is actually going to experience. And this is what I call humane leadership. And I just want to relate to you how your organization can actually inculcate the aspect of coaching, the principle of coaching, to really drive humane leadership behaviors. And you don't have to be, as a leader or as a supervisor or as a manager, you don't have to be a professional certified coach for you to practice some principles of coaching. And I just want to share with you some 4 principles of coaching and relate them to what then it entails in terms of humane leadership behavior that it brings out from a leadership perspective. And the first one is on the aspect of partnership. Coaching is about partnership. And here is partnership with your colleagues, partnership with your team, partnership with your subordinates. And if you're able to inculcate this habit of coaching as a form of partnership, engagement with your team, with your subordinates, then you'll be able to start developing what we call collaborative leadership behavior. And this is where you are able to ensure that you engage, have open conversation, give each other feedback that is more constructive, that will be able to help both you as a leader and your teams to really inculcate what we call vulnerability in terms of communication. So it's very critical for the aspect of partnership to be a critical driver of the collaborative leadership behavior. Then also there's the aspect of coaching that brings about creativity, because the whole coaching experience is about creativity. So how does then creativity ties into a leadership behavior? So if a leader inculcates the coaching aspect, coaching culture within an organization, then there is an aspect of what we call strategic mindset that then the leader starts to inculcate. And in this case, you find that then your teams and subordinates are able to now see the bigger picture in terms of where is the organization going from a purpose perspective or from a mission perspective. Why are we there as an organization from an existence perspective? What are some of the values that we have? So creativity brings about that aspect of strategic leadership from a leader that then will be able to drive the critical agenda forward for the organization. Then there's an aspect of coaching that brings about thought-provoking ideas, thought-provoking mindsets, and how then these inculcates into a leader's behavior is because then it brings about an aspect of adaptability. Because if a leader, you constantly provoke your team, your subordinates, your colleagues to really think beyond the status quo, then you are enabling them and yourself to actually be in a space where then you are adaptable to the different circumstances and the different environment that you're in. And we all know today's environment is really competitive and really ambiguous. So by inculcating that aspect of thought-provoking engagements every now and then you're actually practicing the adaptability aspect of you as a leader. And then the last one is from a coaching perspective is it fosters fair growth and development across the teams. So what then you're actually doing in that whole process is you're actually inculcating the aspect of nurture as a leadership behavior, where you're providing fair opportunities for your team members to actually grow in different spaces. So if you look at how coaching then inculcates humane workplace environment, is it develops you to become a collaborative leader, to actually become this adoptive leader, to actually become a nurturer, and actually become this strategic leader. And that's how it ties into coaching. If you're able to practice and inculcate coaching as a way of life in your organization, then you'll be able to see some changes from a leadership behavior perspective, and now translating into your organization improvement and performance in different spaces. People are aligned, people are working together, and the organization effectiveness is going to improve as a result of that. So I've actually hope I've added value to you. We can still engage more on that aspect of humane leadership and how you can inculcate it into your organization, because there's a whole program that I've developed around humane leadership practices and how it ties into your organization. So check it out on our website, engage us for more details, and hope we can be able to add more value to you and the organization. Thank you very much.